Hi guys, my name is Robin, and thank you for tuning in to another episode of Roundtable Talk with Reflex. Today I'm joined here with my co-host CJ and Saturn, and it's post-Christmas, so we're doing a post-Christmas podcast. But first, I just want to find out, how was the Christmas for you guys?
Well, I worked New Year's. Mm-hmm. I worked Christmas Eve, and I spent Christmas with my spouse. So it was actually great.
Wonderful. Right. Well, for me, I went to the YS Falls with the family, and I went to the grill and stayed home.
The
siblings. We had sibling moments for Daddy and Mommy.
Oh, so you went to YS Falls and stuff like that?
Yeah, with siblings.
Alright, so I think out of all three of us, yours was
exciting.
Both you guys beat me out because I just went to a family function. Didn't get to drink any sorrel, which was bad. But I just slept for the entire day, but I stayed with family, so that was the only thing I did. So it wasn't that interesting. So we're going to be having a quick discussion around the benefits of being single. And in Jamaica, or from a Jamaican perspective, it's almost a social norm or an imperative for gay men to get into relationships really, really quickly. It's almost as though I talk to you now, tomorrow with it.
Yeah, that's so true, because most of the times are based on previous experiences. It's like you just meet somebody today, they got your number from either a friend or someone, and you're talking to them and it's like they're, okay babe, so what one? Yeah, not that the babes is a problem, it's like the approach, because they start telling you things that, okay, make sure you're not cheat on me because so and so, and it's like, it's not even a day yet, it's not even 2 days, it's not even a week, but yet they assume the position that, okay, yeah, we are an item, we're in a relationship.
And it's almost as though people, especially the gay men here, don't know how to establish, or they don't know the foundations of a true relationship or building a true relationship. And so today I talk to you, tomorrow we're together, the next day we're husband and wife.
And that's true, because sometimes it even comes off as being that the person who is not in a relationship, it then seems as though you're an outcast, like as if you're not wanted, there's something wrong with you, either you were hit by a tree or donkey bite you, or you get kicked by one jackass.
Yes. So what you guys are basically saying is that it's so easy for gay men to get into relationships. Mm-hmm. Today I talk to you, tomorrow we're together, and so on and so forth. For those people who are single, it's almost as though they're going to feel like an outcast. So we want to say there are certain benefits to be garnered from being single.
Definitely.
Understand? Yes. I mean, I'm single. I've been single for 3 years. You there with your spouse. Are you confused, Saturn?
As usual.
You're confused, girl.
As usual.
Yeah, you're confused bad. Even though you're confused.
Oh, true.
She look last. She in the vibe. But
so we want to just pull that conversation to where we need to get to. What are some of the clear-cut benefits of being single?
You get to flirt.
You get to flirt.
But
yes.
you
can flirt in a relationship,
exactly.
Right?
No,
it can be harmless.
No, not as much as you are as me single.
Okay. What is flirting for you though? Like,
flirting for me is that when you go to like a function or to a party, you see a guy you like, you have a 1-2 conversation, they say, okay, later for you, see you next man, and you continue till you get
man jumper.
That just looks like you just scoop into, that dating game thing where you have 5 minutes to spend with one person at this table and speed dating time. So that sounds like something you're going to party.
Not necessarily speed dating, but just have a like you give this guy like an hour every time to see if it works.
Mm-hmm. One of the other benefits I can find with being single is that you determine what you want to do, and it doesn't necessarily go by my spouse, or I have to consider someone else. You work at your own pace and convenience, or whatever it is that you're doing based on what you want to.
I think you get a chance to be selfish. You're by yourself. You don't have anybody to think about.
Look at me.
So, but you just get a chance to look at yourself, to do everything that you would like to do. You don't have to compromise. What a stupid word. Compromise. I don't have to compromise because I don't have anyone that needs that extra attention. I don't need to sacrifice any of my time
less
for
energy.
anyone else. If I watch the TV, I can watch it by myself.
And not just only compromise.
I'm gonna have to share the remote.
It's called conforming either. Oh, please. There's something nice about actually knowing that you go home and you want to watch a movie, or you get a call before actually getting home to say, okay, babes, what kind of movie you want to watch? Yeah, that's fun and nice, but then no, guess what? You can decide, okay, then I don't want to stay at home today, and I can be going to the movies, or sure,
Exactly.
I can just hang out with the gals and just hit the road and just go and make some trouble. Just kill yourself.
Yeah, just kill yourself. I think another thing is that you save money. That's what I find.
Yes.
You know, you save money when you're not in a relationship. You don't have to think about the special dates like the birthdays. You don't have the Christmas time where you have to get presents. There's no money being used to go to the movies every 2 weeks. There's no money being used to go to to go to dinner.
Yeah.
I mean, you get a chance to save some money.
There's also emotional traumas as well too. For some persons who are single, they prefer to be single because of probably previous experiences, so they want to deflect themselves from the emotional trauma that they faced before. So it can be something that has to do with emotions at the end of the day as well too. So you save yourself the pain overall. So that's one major benefit for most persons who are single, who had a bad experience before.
I also think why other people are single, other gay men, that is that they choose to see what's out there, to see.
I was going to say that.
To see what's out there, to see who's compatible with who. Like, am I compatible with this person?
No, you just sound like one Joan Rivers fashion police. When see everybody pass and say, okay, that girl ain't fit for walk with a man there. You know, say, should I me?
So therefore you're screwing at the man there.
I think you get more time to know you. You know, like for instance, I've been single for 3 years. I've gotten a chance to know who I am, what I'd like from a man, what I'd like in a partner. I get to really self-evaluate and look at where my life is going. I don't have to make decisions based on another individual. For instance, I'd like to go and do my master's. If I had a boyfriend here and my master's program was to be done in Europe or France or Australia or something like that, because that's where I'd like to go.
Yeah.
You know, I'd have to think about the relationship and think about the guy, but I don't have to do that. I can just jump ahead and do whatever I need to do because I don't have anyone to think about.
So the convenience of time management or planning,
career planning,
your future, everything else is surrounded about you, and that leads back to the point of you being selfish, because there and then it's about you. It's about you being you, just thinking about you, finding the time to get to familiarize yourself. And trust me, many of us really jump into relationships and don't know who we are first. So therefore, we find it hard to find out or to get to know the person we want to become involved with.
Exactly. And I think for those who are single, I'm just saying, you know, it's not a bad thing to be single. If anything, it's a good thing to be single.
I think it's great.
You talk like you're single. You're a single girl?
Yes.
She not single, she not together, she just confused.
Look how much man Saturn Saturn have man day in, day out.
Like my mother always says to me, right? Line them up. If one drop, you take up the next one.
Oh, Jesus, Father.
How
many bottles on the wall?
Yeah, and your mother.
3 left here. Yeah.
Okay, then.
3 left now?
How many bottles were lined up before?
You don't want to know.
Alright, so I just wanted to say to all our single listeners, you know, don't feel bad. Take the time out to self-evaluate, reevaluate, look at what you'd like from a partner, and just move sanely into another relationship. Know the individual that you're getting into a relationship with.
Background check.
Don't just go into the relationship. This is one of the things that I must say to you. Don't just go into the relationship because everybody else is in a relationship and you want to fit in with what is considered, quote unquote, the social norm. It is very harsh when you actually throw yourself out there and then at the end of the day have to sit and second guess, was this really what I wanted? Should I have done this? Do I want to be in a relationship? You start questioning that relationship and inevitably in some essence it will fail. So think about things first before you actually rush into it.
And a lot of people who are in relationships are sadly in it for the wrong reasons and they are suffering. So I mean, I don't have to think about all of that because I'm single and loving it. So we're at the end of the podcast. If you guys would like to join in on the conversation, feel free to join us. To add us on Twitter, which is @Realflex. You can jump over to our blog, which is realflex.wordpress.com. Or you can join us on Facebook, which is facebook.com/realflexsafesex. Bye guys. Have a great evening.